Boom. Good.
Hey, why are you so sweaty? Is it raining outside? Why are you so wet?
Yeah, it's raining humidity here.
It is hot.
It was
like 90 degrees right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It was earlier today, so I'm sure it's
God, that's ridiculous.
So it's hot as shit, and it's humid, and that workout was gnarly.
Damn. Yeah, that was way different than I thought it was going to be.
It looked like it would be really easy, so we
Yeah.
even actually we put a plus sign beside that RX.
Yeah.
And
RX Plus.
added 50% to our weights.
So we did a 10-minute AMRAP of 50 double unders and a 100-meter farmer's carry, 50-pound in each hand.
Yeah, the prescription was a 35s, and we were like, that'll be too easy. We should put 50s.
Yeah.
And I guess it was appropriate in the end.
I think we would have been running with the 35, but
Yeah.
the 50 slowed us down a little bit, but still
Marginally so. We never put them down.
put us where we were supposed to be.
But yeah, we're both wrecked from it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that
And
was fun.
so that actually brings us right into our topic for today.
Right into it.
So
fast. We only got 20 minutes.
why'd
Paul.
you
Don't talk about other
decide-
stuff.
why'd
Get
you
right into the
decide
topic.
to,
Don't try to
program this?
derail me.
Why'd you program this junk? This
junk. Yeah, I know.
hard stuff. The Chief yesterday,
Chief.
fucking brutal.
Yeah, Chief is rough.
And then now
Rough,
this
Phil.
today, that's 2 brutal workouts in a row. It's almost like you're like trying to hurt us or something. What's going on here, Bryce?
No. It's CrossFit, Paul. It's supposed to be hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like your penis when you're with your wife. It's supposed to be hard.
It often is.
Nah, I doubt it. This is the, what's it called? C.A.P. CrossFit Affiliate Programming.
CrossFit affiliate program. What? You're a CrossFit affiliate.
We are a CrossFit
And this
affiliate.
is programming for you?
And this is programming for us. So CrossFit HQ, is that what you call them? CrossFit Central. It's
We'll
not
call 'em
CrossFit
CrossFit.
Central because there is a CrossFit Central. CrossFit HQ, the higher ups, the boss,
Eric's team.
Eric's team. So Eric, being a businessman
And affiliate owner.
and affiliate owner for 10 years, he decided that the old affiliate owners got way too much on their plate. And he wanted to help us out. So many ways he's helping us out. One of them, first and foremost, is come up with programming for the affiliates to follow that have like a full class program, right? And takes the burden off of us. A lot of people pay for programming, such as like Comp Train or Mayhem, which they're all good like competitor programming. They're not really, and they have their affiliate versions, which I'm sure are a watered down version of their main.
Yeah. And we did one of those for a while.
And
we did
yeah,
the Spiel one for a
yep,
long time.
Spiel, and that was good. It was good. Nothing wrong with those. But the CrossFit affiliate programming is a little more in depth. Like this week's was, I think, 22 pages long for 7 days of work, which 2 of the days were rest day. So that's pretty.
Well, it wasn't though, right? There is no rest days. They do give you 7 days of programming.
They are. I think this week. I'm sorry. This week they gave us 1 Sunday as a rest day, but we'll still be programming something. So this is only week 2, I think, that it's been out, and we just started it this week because I just got on it last week. So they bought the Ham plan. That's Hendel and Malleolo, or Hobart, Hendel and Malleolo, whatever you want to look at. That's been around for like, I think, like 7, 8
mediocre CrossFitters.
I want to say 7, 8 years. Yeah, they're mediocre. Hobart's been on the team first place podium 3 times with 2 different teams. One of them Mayhem, the other one the first affiliate cup, CrossFit New England. All 3 of them were the basically first, second, and third place at the Northeast Regionals for the pretty much at almost the entirety of the regional process until they dumped it. Every year you would go up there and you'd be like, oh, which one of them is going to win? Which one is going to get second? Which one's going to get third? And they're pretty consistent with that. All of them been to the games, I don't even know how many times, 3 or 4 times.
So those 3 guys are doing all the programming, or they're just influencing the programming, or do you know?
I believe there's also a 4th guy. I can't remember who it was. I read all their stuff about it. But they also used to run, which probably is why they did so well at the regionals, which were held at CrossFit or Reebok headquarters in Boston or Canton, Mass. They also ran Reebok CrossFit 1, which happened to be on the property.
Okay.
Little home court action there. But regardless, they're pretty badass CrossFitters. They are also, if you have your level 1 or level 2, they were probably on your certification team,
Okay.
especially if you got it on the right side of the country.
Okay. So they were level 4 seminar staff?
They are, absolutely, and they've been on that. Hobart was he was on my level 2 cert back in the day, so that was 10 years ago, and he was an intern, and they basically said, this is James. James can't talk. If he says anything, tell him to shut up. And he just sat there and nodded his head, because that's what
he hadn't earned his respect yet.
He did not earn his right to speak yet, and that was his internship.
Okay.
Bree said, I think it was Bree, I mentioned something. I don't know, maybe it was Michael. It must have been Michael. He said that Hobart was on his level 2 certification team.
I don't imagine he's still doing the circuit right now, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, he still is?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm sure Pat Sherwood's involved in this somewhere too, but who knows? They're still, most of them are still on the certification team. So as far as they kind of hold the unique place of having certified thousands of people at the low level, also seen the sport at the highest level.
Yeah.
And they've seen everything in between, and they know how everything runs, run their own company, run their own gyms. So they have a very unique position compared to most other programs, I think.
Yeah. Well, and so far we're on day 2, right?
Yeah.
And we're dead right now.
Yeah.
2 days in a row.
I was like, man, a 10-minute workout on a Tuesday. Usually I put a longer piece in there because we'll do like a weightlifting and then a longer piece of cardio.
And in all fairness, it's not just the 10-minute workout. There's also supposed to be an accessory piece, right?
Yeah, so that's
some
one thing
Turkish get-ups and some windmills.
That's one thing that it's going to bring to us that we don't do. I don't put accessory pieces in. I'm like, if we have 10 minutes, we're going to fucking throw some weights around or something.
Or talk to each other.
Yeah, or talk to each other. But they're like, don't talk to each other. Go do some crazy shit. So yeah, today is the dumbbell windmill, which it's good. It's some strength flexibility that a lot of us need.
And I think it's a good idea because it's getting a lot of unilateral work by doing it, right? So we don't do a lot of that. So doing Turkish get-ups and windmills, those are both activities that are using just one arm, right?
Yeah.
So we don't see a lot of that in CrossFit. Yep. Primarily, we're doing things with both arms. So it's kind of nice to have a little bit of something added in there.
It's also
that's outside of the normal.
Nice not to have stuff for time.
That's
just
true
kind
too.
of chill,
work
go through, feel the movements. So this is so if somebody's out there listening to this because they read the title and they're like, oh, CrossFit programming breakdown, that's probably what the title will be. This right here is about, what, 60 pages?
Oh.
This is this week's
coach's notes.
The affiliate program, so what you're going to give to your gym, the competitor program, and the strength program. There's also a home program, so if you went on vacation or you're just stuck at home, maybe you're in quarantine, they also have that.
Okay.
So, and that was one of the things.
And as a gym, are you going to put all those out to everybody? What's your plan?
Yes. So I'll dump
everyone has access to all, because they put it on the whiteboard for you anyway, right?
Yeah, they're going to have, I don't know if I'll give I think the compete part I probably won't give to everybody.
Yeah,
but
some people don't.
If people want it,
don't
then
need to do it.
Yeah, because a lot of people shouldn't be doing it. So,
but people that want to build their strength, why not?
Yeah,
I guess.
Absolutely. I put all that in there.
And if people don't like you that much and just want to spend time at home,
yeah, exactly. That's always. But I mean, we have the home program already, so we'll dump that. We'll switch it with this because this is going to be more in line, huh?
I didn't know you were still doing that. I don't.
It's
follow
still
that
on
track.
there. Yeah. No, we have all those.
Nice.
So yeah, so there'll be a lot of stuff on there. The thing is, if you are thinking of doing this, they developed this to, and I'm sure it's more than the Ham Plan did. So CrossFit bought those guys, their company, right? Which is pretty bold, right? They're committed to this. They've added a lot of information, right? So this is to develop coaches, not just athletes. So if you're as most coaches in most gyms, you kind of get your cert and then that's about as far as. Yeah, that's as far as most people go. Yeah. They might get a little bit better. They pick up some stuff, some cues. Maybe they take other people's classes. That's the best way to get better at coaching. Is
experience
to
with other coaches.
Take somebody else's class and not the same somebody every day, right? Like I watch every class, so I catch a lot. I'll be like, oh, that's a good way to do this, and oh, I do it this way, and that didn't work for them. I should probably stop doing that, you know. But most people, most coaches will coach their class and kind of work out either on their own or just jump in the backside of a class, which isn't a good idea. Because you're not really developing.
You're not getting experience the whole thing.
You want to become a better coach. I don't care if you're doing it part-time. Why not? You know, you don't want to be
everything.
You don't want to be the coach that everybody avoids, and there's plenty of that. Because everybody avoids my class.
I do.
Yeah, fuck you. It's because you're all soft.
A little fluffy.
But yeah, each day it gives you the workout. It gives you multiple levels for scaling, which is nice because there's always, and I always put that stuff in generally in our notes anyway.
But now it gives specific options.
Yeah, now I don't have to do that.
And there's more than one scale option too, which is kind of cool.
Yep.
So a real, like an entry, and then like a mediocre.
Yeah, and as we go, they're going to probably add these to, maybe they'll add all of this to be on the whiteboard. I don't know.
I would think so, yeah.
I know they're already on Sugar WOD. So if you're a Sugar WOD user, you could get on that, and it already exists. But I know they are adding it to be on the whiteboard because they messaged me about it.
And then I would imagine that there's also going to be an RX Plus section, or maybe that's just
it's
they want you
in
to
the
keep you at
notes.
this level so that you can.
No,
because like today it said specifically to go up in weight on the dumbbells if you can do the whole thing without putting them down.
Yep.
So that's why we went up to the 50s instead
and
of the 35s.
on the Chief, actually, we could go back to the Chief if you're familiar with the Chief out there, guys. This is the whole week broken down and your metrics of it's all kinds of shit.
Why they picked what they did. That's clever.
So that's kind of cool. And there's also extra work. So if you have people that are like myself, I need engine work, right? Because my cardio sucks. So they give you an extra engine workout, which on this one is just row 250. They give you a couple extra strengths and an extra skill workout each week. So I'm not sure where that's going to come in on the
they got to figure
on the
this
whiteboard.
out still.
So it's like last week's stuff looked different. 2 weeks ago they didn't even have all of it. There wasn't the compete, there wasn't the home. So this is literally 1 week, 2 weeks old. So
yeah, it's coming up.
It's gonna get and it's already better than shit. I mean, this would take me. I mean, I try to go over most of this stuff when I'm coaching, but for me to sit there when I write all this stuff out, it'd be a fucking nightmare. I'd be spending at least 10 hours a week. I'm not getting paid that much money to spend another 10 hours, and it's bad enough just doing the programming takes 3 to 4 hours a week.
To have all this detail would be.
I'm not good at.
And I would imagine that these guys have a whole team of people that are just filling in the blanks.
Yeah.
So those 4 guys are creating the actual program,
copy and paste.
And then someone else is filling in all the blanks.
So every time they put in power cleans, they're like, boom, here's all the information.
And I'm sure their software will pop all that stuff up automatically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're definitely more advanced because, like I said,
Eric happens to be a tech guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, they've been and they've been doing the ham plan for 8 years, so I'm sure they've got all the info, and their CrossFit probably gave them most of it anyway.
Yeah.
Gives you general warm up, specific warm up, and obviously all this stuff you can follow if you want.
And that's something that's all going to pop up in the Beyond the Whiteboard too. Right? We'll see the warm ups. I imagine we will.
I don't know. So and then it gives you all kinds of notes like whiteboard brief. So you could go over, you could go word for word if you wanted to. But the idea is basically just like anything.
Is a CrossFit, a classic CrossFit benchmark.
So on the Chief, it even tells you the power clean should feel light. Start the AMRAP, blah, blah, blah. As a challenge, shoot for performing it all unbroken, right? As many rounds as possible. And if you're going to be over 20 plus rounds, you should probably upscale. So, and it gives you some options on that. So it doesn't just give you scaling; it also gives you upscaling.
And it didn't just say change the weight; it said go to handstand push-ups.
I'm trying to find that.
I'm only just making this up because that's what you told me.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
But impressive regardless. And so we're going to start following that. And as of right now, you've committed to do it until January, correct?
Right. Yeah. We're going to go to January.
So CrossFit West Oahu's going to do it steady until January, and then we'll give it a solid chance regardless. And come January, it's deciding whether it's what you want to continue doing or if you want to change something else to get prep for the Open.
Yeah. And I wouldn't doubt that I'll tweak stuff here and there to fit the gym. Obviously, there's always going to be some of that. I'm going to try, this week I didn't really want to put in a 5x10 front squat and then 5 intervals of rowing after. But I'm we'll try.
They put it there for a reason.
Yeah, we'll give it a shot. See, get an honest opinion of it before we change stuff.
And one thing I think that they're probably doing a really good job of, if you go back to your level 2 CrossFit programming, they're looking at it at 3 months and saying we have to fit all of these pieces into all these times.
Yeah.
And they're doing a very in-depth version of that.
Yep.
That takes a very long time to put together. So
absolutely,
they're putting in something like a 5x10 back squat because over the course of X amount a month, they don't have anything else like that. So
right. And for us, the reason I ended up actually putting it back in, because I originally took it out and I was like, oh, I'm going to take that. We'll do instead of 5x10, I'm going to do 10 rounds of 5 front squats and 150 meters or 200 meters on the rower for 10 rounds. Because those were 2 parts put together, turned it into a Metcon, a little longer. And then I was like, nah.
Let's leave it the way it is.
It actually works so well because we're coming off of our front squat cycle.
Okay.
We just finished our 2 week, and I wasn't going to do a 1 week. So we were going to either take a deload week or start over.
Yeah. So
5x10 works perfectly with that.
Yeah.
So
and 5x10 is going to take a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
no, it's horrible.
That's not a quick
Dude,
workout.
5x10 is horrible. By the way, I remember doing that back in the day. We had that, and I remember Ben. He's got to rep 8. His elbow started shaking sideways like this because
Ben's always shaking.
Yeah, I know, probably tearing something. But his arm started. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I'm not doing that.
I think that was the beginning of his left titty tearing.
Yeah, that's true.
It took a while till it actually went, but just
fuck.
the beginning is starting to tear there.
Yeah, so it's a tough movement if you get that weight up.
Yeah. No, and doing 10 of anything in a row is brutal. And if you're going to push that to try to excel where you're getting close to that max, it hurts.
Yeah.
And then trying to do a second set of 10 after, and the third and the fourth and fifth, that gets to be a lot. And then the row is probably just to flush your legs afterwards.
Yeah.
So after all that squatting, you got so much lactic acid built up
that's
that quick row is a good way to blast it out.
Yep.
So that's good.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited for it. It gives me a little break on programming, and because not that I actually like programming, and I was at first like kind of hesitant because I'm like, oh, I'm kind of doing pretty good with programming, and it's when you're in the zone, it's like good to stay there. But at the same time, I'm like, I could use a break anyway.
Yeah, why not? Give yourself back that 3 hours a week.
Yeah, and give me a different look at other programming, and just the amount of information will help me give more information because I've been wanting to do that too. I've been trying to put more notes and stuff on each workout, so this will definitely give me some ideas of what I should be putting. Yeah. So it'll be good.
All right. Well, on the note of doing good, peace.